White flag is raised. That off in the second division of the 2 miles St. Peter's Dunboyne GA maiden hurdle. 8 flights this time, not jumping the 5th at the mile mark. They're at flight 1, and it's Arcturus standing in the lead from Grangee, the white jacket. Enki Flack is on the outside. The grey is Roaring Potter, and then Action Station, followed to the second flight by Quirk's Gate and then Fairy Orchard. Arcturus out over the second, leading by just over a length to Grangee, and then Enki Flack on the inside, Roaring Potter. They're followed by Quirk's Gate and Fairy Orchard. Action Station and Midnight It Is, and then Deja Rouge on the inside as they make the turn. Our Rail Team. These are being followed by Ernie McCracken, and That's Me Finished, last of the 12, who turn away to flights 3 and 4 on the uphill run. Very sedate early pace. Arcturus shows the way to Grangee, and then Enki Flag on the inside, Roaring Potter, who put down for Dennis O'Regan, then Fairy Orchard. Quirk's Gate, Midnight It Is, an Action Station. Continuing uphill to flight number 4, and it's Arcturus and Danny Mullins with the lead from Grangee and Bryan Cooper. A mistake by Deja Rouge as they head up to the highest point of the track. Arcturus leads Grangee, then Enki Flack on the inside, that with stable companion Roaring Potter. Improving on the outside is Midnight It Is, and then Quirk's Gate and Fairy Orchard. Action Station is next, and then Deja Rouge and Our Rail Team. Ernie McCracken, and a bit of a break back to the trailing runner, That's Me Finished. Quite a lengthy run before they reach the next flight, which will be less than 7 furlongs from home, and the 4th from the finish. New leader, Midnight It Is, has picked it up and has increased the tempo a little from Arcturus and Grangee and then Roaring Potter. On the outside, Enki Flack, and then Quirk's Gate and Action Station and Fairy Orchard and Deja Rouge. R18, Ernie McCracken. The back marker remains. That's Me Finished. 7 furlongs to go, 4 flights to jump. And the St. Peter's Dunboyne GAA Maiden Hurdle Division 2. And it's Midnight It Is, and Keith Donoghue over this next flight from Grangee, and Bryan Cooper in second, Arcturus. Shuffle back 2 positions to third, Danny Mullins. And then Enki Flack and Roaring Potter. Quirk's Gate and Action Station and Deja Rouge. And they're being followed to the 6 furlong point. And the third last flight by Fairy Orchard. There's a gap to Ernie McCracken, R18, and That's Me Finish. 3 to jump. Midnight It Is in front in the darkish colours from Grangee. Has jumped up on the outside. Enki Flack, a very bad mistake. Did well to get away with it, has lost ground as a result, as they swing into the straight for the final 2 flights. Midnight It Is almost joined by Grangee, and then Roaring Potter and Arcturus. Action Station improves in between horses, then Quirk's Gate and Enki Flack, Deja Rouge and Fairy Orchard. Round the bend for the final 2 flights, Midnight It Is joined by Grangee and then Action Station. On the outside, trying to make a move is Quirk's Gate, and then Roaring Potter. Arcturus is weakened, and then Deja Rouge and Enki Flack at the second last, and it's Grangee jumping it better than Midnight It Is. The pair have poached a lead over Action Station, and away comes Grangee, racing to the final flight. It's Grangee and Bryan Cooper into the last, and they've popped it 5 clear from Midnight It Is and then Action Station. Grangee, a triple bumper winner, is making it 4 career wins out of 6. A treble with confidence for Bryan Cooper. Second, Roaring Potter, then Midnight It Is in Action Station.
fifth race, the St. Peter's Dunmore GAA Maiden Hurdle, Division 2. 60, 11, the 1 was 4, the 3 was 5th, and number 17 was 6th. 60, 11, 8, 1, 3 from 17. The distances in the fifth race were 5.5 lengths, a half length, 3 lengths, 1 and 3 parts of a length, and 2 and 4 lengths. So 5.5 lengths, a half length, 3 lengths, 1 and 3 parts of a length.
Patrick Mullins is with us now after Grangee made the ideal start to her hurling career. Patrick, I guess that was probably everything you wanted to see. How did you assess the performance?
Yeah, sure, it was very straightforward. Bryan said he wanted to be handy and with a bit of daylight. She schooled very well at home. We bought her, or Jack Cantillon bought her out of France, so she'd probably done plenty of schooling there. And she settled fantastic, showed a good turn of foot, jumped great. Couldn't ask for any more.
She's a mare who in many of her bumpers was dropped in, but is it almost a no-brainer when you're running in a maiden hurdle first time out to ride them a little bit handier and perhaps cut out some of the problems that could go with dropping in?
That's it. I think maiden hurdles really, you know, you're away in the first 5 or 6, and but Bryan wanted, she, like you said, he wasn't worried about her running too keen, so he didn't need to get cover with her. Actually, when I rode her in punchdown, she fell asleep complete with me, turned out the back at the wake her up. But to have a mare that races like that is a big advantage. It gives you a few more options.
And Patrick, what sort of plan have you got mapped out for a real enthusiastic bunch of owners? I'm sure they're going to have plenty of fun.
It's fantastic because this is their first time to see her, because they didn't get to see her when she won in Galway or Dublin Race Festival or when she won in Punchdown, so they're delighted. I imagine all roads lead to the Mayor's Novice in Cheltenham. How Willie gets her there, I'm not sure, but I'm sure the race will probably pick themselves for her.
Bumper winners often stay a bit further over hurdles, but you clearly feel she's got plenty of boot for 2 miles, do you?
She's not slow. Like you said, you know, she came from the back in the Dublin Race Festival and she's got a good turn of foot. I do think she'll be able to stay further, but I think she'll be quite versatile, and that Mayor's Novice often takes a bit of stamina to win it.
A couple of runners left today, Patrick. Walking Fame, is it, and the Nice Guy who you ride in the bumper. What are your thoughts on those?
Yeah, Walking Fame has been disappointing so far. Now she'll probably like this ground and she'll need to settle better. If she settles, she definitely has a squeak, but look, she's disappointed us so far. She's going to have to step up. And the Nice Guy has a great pedigree, great bumper pedigree, lots of bumper winners in it, back to Messina Maguire. He's a light framed horse, quite forward, and I'd be expecting a good run from today. Like, obviously Gordon keeps a nice horse this race every year. But I'd be disappointed if Fairyhouse isn't in the first 3. I won't be surprised if he wins.
Am I right in thinking Appreciated got beaten in that race a few years back?
I think I managed to get Appreciated and Fernie Hollow beat today and tomorrow, so that wasn't a good weekend. Yeah, like oftentimes this weekend a lot of our horses need the run. So anything that wins this weekend is usually a good sign.
And tomorrow is a very big day, Patrick, but you still get the feeling maybe it's almost the calm before the storm for the Mullins yard. What are your thoughts about your runners in the Grade 1s?
Yeah, look, we're probably not as forward for this day as we are, as a lot of other people are. Blueberry, he won a Coral Cup at 10 years old. It probably might just be a little bit shy of what's needed to win a Drimore at this stage, but he'll run well. Far out in the Royal Bond, his jumping fell apart a bit in Listowel. He schooled brilliantly this morning. I think he'll have a much improved performance. Statuaire will have to step up. And then obviously in the big race, they'll have to come and get Stormy Ireland. She loves this ground, she loves this track, she won a course and distance. She'll go do her normal, go good gallop in front. I've got Salier. He's hard fit from the summer, which will be a big advantage. Look, it's going to be very hard to beat Honeysuckle, but she'll need to be on her A game.
And Classical Dream is the big name who was absent from the overnights. All okay with him? Is there a plan B for him?
All fine with him. He just wasn't working as well as you'd like him to be working. So we'll probably look to maybe Christmas, I imagine. I sat in him there last week, and it just wasn't the same Classical Dream that I'd sat on the week before Punchestown. So Willie decided caution was the best option.
It's a long season.
It's a long
I'd
season.
say it's the right plan. Patrick, well done. Thanks very much. Appreciate it. Good man.
Thanks so much.